Hey, good afternoon, everybody. We're coming to you live from Santa Fe Lanes. This is our second tournament of the weekend, third of the 2022. We are coming to you from Santa Fe Lanes, and we've got a great matchup for you today. My name's Kevin McHugh, and I'm here with my special co-host, Mr. Sebastian Huffman. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. Now, we've got an exciting matchup here for you today. We're stepping up. We've got two divisions here, everybody. We've got the JV division. In the JV division, we've got Steve Abarca. He'll be going against Braden Doolin. And in the varsity division semifinals, we'll have Tyler Castronova going against Maya Van Ryn. She is our solo girl making it in the varsity division, so congratulations to Maya. So, Sebastian, you got to bowl with some of these kids today. What'd you think of the bowling?
Well, it was a lot different than usual because we only had 3 people on a pair, so the lanes wouldn't really break down at all. So it got kind of ugly.
Got a little tough. I noticed that some of the scores were a little bit down compared to yesterday.
Yeah.
So all right, we got Steve Abarca. He's starting out on lane 55, picking up 10. Motive Steve, good call. Braden.
By the way, we're bowling on the 48-foot Eiffel Tower.
Maya, your C bowler stepping up. She might have a little bit of nerves kicking in, but that's all right. I think she'll get that fixed real quick.
Spares mean a lot on this pattern.
Absolutely. All right, we've got Maya stepping up. She's throwing the Storm Nova. Lane 55, she's your C bowler. There you go, Maya.
Oh. I'm pretty sure on her first shot it slipped out of her hand.
Okay. Tyler Castronova stepping up on lane 56, picking up the strike. Braden going for his second frame. He's over here on lane 55. He's your B bowler. Steve Abarca.
Oh, missed right, I think.
Steve's feeling pretty good today. I know he didn't like that shot right there, but he's a heck of a bowler.
It's the power of the glasses.
The power of the glasses. You are right.
We definitely know they're not prescription.
And Steve's about the only person I know that could pull those off, so let's see what he's got.
Who else could pull those off?
Nobody but Steve.
Hey, Kevin. Why is Sebastian sitting next to you?
Sebastian didn't make the cut.
Well, and I might have bribed him. Might have bribed him a little bit. I was needing one of these youngsters to get up here and help me co-host.
And I just happened to stay at your house last night.
Yeah. No, it's funny how that works out, right? Maya stepping up. She's liking that
Pretty
Nova.
good shot. Phil's favorite pin is a 2-pin.
My favorite pin is a 2-pin. Maya has definitely stepped up her physical game. Last few months, tons of 3-step drills. So to have a girl who'll be looking for colleges here shortly, and her game has stepped up, awesome. Push.
Okay.
Thank God it's 48 feet.
No, Maya's out here competing scratch with the boys. She's not afraid. So, Sebastian, give us a little bit of feedback. You were out there for 5 games. How'd you feel between games 1 and 2 versus, say, games 4 and 5?
Well, honestly, not even just today, but it kind of always depends on the pair that you're moving to and who you're following, because you could be following, such as yesterday, right? We ended up bowling on a burnt house shot for the tournament because we bowled on the house shot for league. And I had bowled a lot more, like, so I started on 45 and 46 in league, but I had to bowl on 57 for the first game of the tournament, and it was completely different than what I had bowled on in league. So it really just depends on who you're following.
Yep.
And
who you're following and what they're throwing?
Yeah, because some people don't quite play the lanes correctly, or it could be correctly but not in the right zone, and so that kind of makes the pattern change. So
yeah, no, skipping pairs is definitely going to make it challenging, and that's part of these tournaments, is getting the challenge out there.
Yeah.
Let's get a recap on here, guys. We got Maya Van Ryn. She's in the varsity division, C bowler, picking up that spare. Nice job, Maya.
All you have to do is make your spares.
Make your spares. Yeah, you don't need a 240, 250 every game. These 180s they're pretty solid.
Yeah. I want to say the average to make cut today was like 185, about minus 61. 185 would be minus 60.
Yep. We only had one bowler in the varsity division go plus today. That was JP Griffin.
At +5.
+5 over 5 games.
Yeah. Steve.
We've got Braden stepping up, working on his spare. Let's see what he's got. There you go, Braden. Maya, your C bowler, coming off of 2 spares. 4th frame.
There you go.
Oh,
You see
right.
that a lot on this pattern. You kind of have to rely on, almost everything revolves around the 4 and 9 pin, because the thing, like right there you go. You have to play a very tight line to the left, and so the way the ball's angling into the pins, it's basically deflecting from the right because of how much oil's on the lane. So you have to be able to depend on your ball getting the 4 and the 9 out. So.
No, that's a good explanation. These lines today were much tighter.
Yeah. A little channel plug. Recently, me and some of the bowlers have started a YouTube channel called the B Squad, and it's kind of just to give everybody the youth's perspective on the tournament, and kind of what goes on, not only bowling but outside of the bowling.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you brought that up, man. We're gonna get into that a little bit more. So what do you guys call that? The squad?
The B Squad.
The B Squad. B Squad, and you can catch the B Squad on YouTube.
Yeah.
Why the B Squad?
JP came up with the name. Inspired by the crew. We just didn't know what to call it, so it's kind of like, okay, I guess it could be called the B Squad because, like, the crew is on the East Coast, and we're kind of like their like knockoff channel, so it's like the B Squad, the second squad.
All right. You guys are being a little modest there.
Yeah.
All right, let's get a little recap coming in. We've got Maya. She's coming off of a strike with 58.
It's got a hold. There it is.
Oh.
There's that 4-9. You have to rely on it falling. Can you change it to 10 frames instead of 5? Like the score thing?
Steve, your A bowler. Coming off of a split open,
Tell Braden to do it.
picking up 10 there. Steve is sitting at 78.
Yeah. Pretty unlucky.
Hey everybody, let's jump in there and give a little shout out to our sponsors. Appreciate you guys very much. Coolwick, visit coolwick.com. Don't forget to enter LVYBT10 at checkout. And Storm Bowling, the Bowlers Company. Storm wrapping up their SYC over in Myrtle Beach. One of our boys from Vegas is out there right now, and he finished second place, I believe. So good job, John Verde. Braden, your B bowler, coming off of 2 spares, lane 55. He's got 8 there. Let's see if he can keep it clean.
I think the biggest struggle for kind of the low rev players. So let's take, for instance, Maya and Braden. So out of the 4 people that are bowling on the pair, they would be the 2 low rev players out of the 4. So they really have no room to the right at all, like at all. So they kind of get a little scared missing right, so you'll see them pull it to the left quite often. It's kind of just a mental thing, other than where you have Tyler, where he has the revs to miss right, and then it still holds. So
This pattern is 100% angles for all players. But you're right, Sebastian.
Tyler's rolling the ball really well right now. He does have 1 open in the second. That was a split, but he feels confident. He looks like he's got a little swagger to him, to say the least.
well, he did just shoot 250 on this pair, so
So you're saying he's coming on with a little confidence.
yep. Oh, that's a good shot. Okay. He needs the ball change.
So if he was going to make that change, what do you think he would go to?
Well, me not knowing any motive ball, since he only throws motive, something just a little weaker. Because if you watch his ball go down the lane, it hooks it like 35 feet, and then it just doesn't stop.
He is a little deeper than where anybody's been playing. So at the end of the pattern, it will pick up because it's pretty flat. 2-to-1 oil ratio. So it will pick up a little sooner if he misses in.
But
Left lane's a little tighter.
Yeah.
And that shot, he kind of cut it short and it jumped on him. So he might be a little too far left on the left lane.
But this pattern kind of plays into the way Steve throws the ball. It's really his comfort zone. He throws it a lot like how I used to throw it.
EJ Tackett.
Nice shot, Maya.
Steve, he's making a ball change out of the Venom Shock, and I honestly have no clue what ball he's throwing now. Hopefully it's something a little weaker. It looks like he moved right. Mr. Right.
Oh, yep. If you get out there, it's not coming back, folks. That's
Yeah,
one thing
Braden.
about this pattern. You get it outside of 9,
10, probably.
10, 9, it's going to stay there.
This is his first TV show. Braden's probably a little nervous.
Yeah, no, he's doing a great job, though.
So scores after the 8th frame, we have Steve with a 115 and Braden with a 98. So if Braden strikes, he'll have 108 in the 8th. And then in the varsity, Tyler with 136 and Maya with 120. Pretty good shot. Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler's definitely confident today. That was a very nice shot.
There's also, just like Steve, it plays into Tyler's comfort zone because Tyler can kind of just throw it as hard as he wants up the middle of the lane. And since there's a big strip of oil in the middle, he can just throw it right up that strip of oil. Oh, missed right. Very far right.
So okay, Sebastian, if you could pull Steve aside, which you can, and you wanted to tell him something, just something quick, what would you tell him right now about his physical game or where he's playing the lane?
Well, that shot, I liked exactly where he slid. His angle's kind of correct, but the problem is every ball he's throwing is too strong. And so he would have to move either more left and basically kind of just throw it right past the headpin, or move right and keep his angles kind of straight and throw it a little harder. So
Gotcha.
more like what Braden's doing.
Okay.
Because Steve's trying to play the same line as Tyler, but Tyler has a lot more ball speed than Steve. So he can't quite do that.
Yeah, it's not going to
And-
play the same.
And totally different motion off his hand. One-handed versus two.
Yeah.
Steve has more of a skid flip motion, so his balls kind of just roll all the way until the end of the pattern and then kind of make a sharp turn. That shot was pretty good. Oh,
Getting a little love there.
yeah.
Braden stepping up. Braden, your B bowler, coming off of a strike.
Safe. I do think that I don't know exactly what ball Steve went to, but he still needs something weaker because every ball he's throwing is just hooking the arrows pretty much, and it doesn't stop. Big spare for Braden. Got it. So he forced Steve. Steve has to go up and throw another strike here and then get 6. That shot was really good.
Steve, wow, coming
There we
in
go,
clutch.
Steve.
Braden's making it a game, though.
Yep.
So Steve is a 7th grader. His favorite bowler, one of my favorites, Dominic Montoya.
And JP Griffin.
And J.P. Griffin, yes. He's been throwing the Jackal Ghost and the Venom Shock. And when he's not bowling, he likes to play baseball. Braden, he goes to Northwest Career and Technical Academy. He's in the 11th grade.
Wait.
Oh, where did we end up? Where did we end up?
No way. Steve.
That could have been a 2 count real easy.
I think Steve was trying to do that.
We're going to call Steve the greatest showman.
Yeah. Maybe the glasses got in the way.
Maya, your C bowler with the 140. Picking up 8 right there.
Kind of weird. Tyler's throwing this ball. Oh, this isn't the Simon ball. Oh, okay.
I think
Astrophysics.
that's the first shot he's missed in 8 frames. I think Maya has a very good idea of how and where she needs to throw the ball, but just move a little left. But the problem is she doesn't have the wrist movement to generate enough reps for the ball to come back.
Agree.
She'd be
But
5-pinning every
In the
shot.
last 3 months, We've made a lot of physical changes on her game, so she's finally getting used to it. She's going to be a good college player, team player.
And she
She
still
does
got, I
exactly.
believe, let's check Maya. I believe she is, yeah, Phil's not lying. Maya's going to be looking at colleges very soon, if not already. She's in the 12th grade at Arborview High School.
Yep.
Yeah, we've already had a couple colleges reach out after I posted her page.
Hey guys, let's jump into our sponsors. Thank you to our sponsors, Cool Wick. Visit Cool Wick at coolwick.com. They got all your apparel needs, jerseys, customizations, and anything you're looking for, polos, jerseys, shirts. Check them out. Storm, the bowlers company, stormbowling.com. Storm always doing a lot for our youth, so we really appreciate you guys. All right, guys, let's jump in there. We've got Sebastian over here talking to our number 1 seed, JP Griffin. So, all right, Sebastian, we're going into the championship rounds. What are you expecting to see here in the championship rounds with JP going against Tyler?
Well, so they're going to have almost... Actually, no, they're not. JP plays a lot further right than what Tyler's been doing. One, because JP kind of gets around the ball a little more than Tyler, and his ball speed's slower. So as yeah, his first practice shot, he's almost hitting like 5 down lane. But the thing is he's hitting like 10 in the front part of the lane. Versus Tyler, he's hitting like 23 at the arrows and like 15 down lane. Because it's the ball speed change. And then you have RJ. His ball speed's slower, and he kind of has the same ball motion as Tyler. So they can kind of play the same area of the lane. So I want to say every person that's going to be bowling this championship match could create any angle that they want to.
Gotcha. Hey, while we're at it, in between the semifinals and championship match, give us a little breakdown. So who is part of Squad B?
So there's JP, Sarah, Dom, Devin, and Steve. They're all part of the B squad.
All right. And this kind of just came all together in the last couple weeks?
Yeah. So our first walk was like 2 weeks ago at the 777. It's just kind of, like a side thing to do. Makes it more fun.
You should let me show up.
Yeah, no, one thing I liked about your guys' video, it was well put together. I believe, is Sarah put that together?
Yeah.
Sarah, you did a great job putting that together. Being the lone girl in the group, she holds her own.
Steve, what are you going to do in this title match?
I'm gonna do my best and try to win.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna try.
Okay. Just don't miss right and get 5.
All right, here's your opportunity, Sebastian. If you could tell Steve 1 or 2 things to really line him out, what would you tell him?
He needs to play the same angle as Tyler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, this is going to be a great matchup in the JV division. We've got RJ McNutt. He's second day in the stepladder going against Steve Abarca. So excited to see what these two can put out.
I want to say RJ got second yesterday, right?
Yes.
I want to change. That got me an orange too.
I'm busy right
My
now.
orange too.
Looks like their practice shots are done. Hey, RJ, reverse the arrows.
I'll eat it later.
All right, looks like we're getting ready to start the championship match. In the JV division, we have RJ McNutt as the B bowler and Steve Abarca as letter A. And I'm not. Do you know what letters the varsity bowlers are?
Varsity bowlers JP Griffin. He'll be going against Tyler Castronova. Let's see what we got. See where they step off to. Hey everybody, we're coming to you live for the championship round. I'm here, Kevin McHugh, with my co-host, Mr. Sebastian Huffman. Sebastian, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Doing good. Pleasure to have you, man. We've also got Phil Placco down there on the wood, keeping an eye on these kids, giving us an input from the lanes. Phil, how are you?
Doing good, man. Been fun to watch.
Right on.
Spare.
Steve with a 5-pin here, RJ with his 9-pin spare. You know, it's kind of a routine thing in the Santa Fe youth to, you know, really celebrate these 5 pins.
Absolutely celebrate these 5 pins. And you know what? Steve is on fire. He's left a couple this weekend, but I've seen him pick up every single one.
In the varsity division, we have Tyler Castronova as the C bowler and JP Griffin as the D bowler.
This will be a very interesting match. These two bowlers are rolling the ball very well.
So, JP talked to me before he started bowling this game after his practice shots. He's been playing a lot further right than anybody the entire day. But since there's been so many games on this specific pair, the right side of the lane is really burnt up. And so he's basically forced really far left because he has to dodge that big dry spot. See, look at his plastic ball.
Yeah.
There's just this patch from like 10 to 4, and kind of the oil's just not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's either been pushed to the gutter or pushed to the left.
Yeah, I agree. He's probably going to have to move about 2.5 arrows left.
RJ, he's basically got to play in the same part all day with the same ball. But you can see how early the ball turns. Might actually have the ball change. Looks very early. I told Steve to move further left. Yep.
Nice shot, Steve. Steve, your A bowler, clean through 2, picking up 10 right there. We've got RJ here. Let's see what he's got. He's got a 1-3-6-9.
Look, his ball just stops.
Yeah, you're all right.
He's definitely going to have to ball change or move about like 10 left. I was kind of, after about game 3 in qualifying, I wasn't really looking too good to make the cut. So I kind of was trying a few different things.
Uh-huh.
And I was lofting around the left gutter cap with a bit of a stronger ball. And the reason why you want to loft on this pattern is because all those dry spots, if you loft over the dry spot, your ball will skid.
Uh-huh.
Unless, so like the shot that JP just threw, he's playing further left than every single person on the pair. So his ball is not hitting the dry spot until the down part of the lane.
Uh-huh.
But the thing is the dry spot's only in the mid to front lane. It's not in the mid to back lane. Because the oil isn't being pushed down lane, it's being pushed in the mid lane.
Yeah, it's helping you get through the fronts.
Yeah. Wow, his plastic ball is looking a lot.
Right now we've got all 4 bowlers clean through 2. RJ McNutt stepping up on lane 56. Let's see if he's made any change here.
Ball change.
Ball change.
He's
Good
still
call.
too far right, I think.
All right. Getting a little love right there.
He might have. I think he can definitely move about 2 to 3 left and 1 with his eyes. But his angle was a lot further right that shot. So it was more of like what JP's been doing all day.
Steve found a little something here in the championship round. I'd like to hear.
Yeah, his ball's turning early just like everybody else's, so I told him to move about 3 more left. Basically exactly where JP's playing.
Wow, with authority, JP coming in. I'm telling you guys, there's something going on in the air. I can feel it right now. These kids have a little bit of energy going on. They are not tired. They are ready to bowl.
There's that 4-9 I was talking about earlier. Gotta hope and pray that it falls down. Phil posting on Facebook.
Oh, right, Tyler.
Not gonna lie, a big part of bowling a one-on-one matches is, I guess I shouldn't be the one to say this, but a big part of it is getting count on your splits.
Uh-huh.
You know, it could be the 3rd frame, but in the 10th frame, you never know. That one pin may have cost you the game.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. You don't think about it, especially over the span of 5 games, or these kids are now on their 7th game.
Oh, yeah.
It adds up. You've got to pick up count.
Yeah. But I find 8 splits a little more reasonable. But, like, if you had, like, a big 4, you just want to go for the 2. Tyler missed a little right on that shot, I think. He's got a little lucky.
RJ with the 64. Let's see if he's got the spare. Oh.
He's got to move way further left.
Was that a 5 pin? I believe he might owe me a soda.
Yep.
Hey, everybody, let's jump into our highlights. Had a lot of good bowlers bowling today. Sarah Myrick right here. Earl the Pearl Garner, one of my favorites out here. He's a veteran Las Vegas Youth Bowlers Tour bowler. Hey, there's a familiar face, Mr. Sebastian Huffman. Some call him Seabass. I call him Mr. Moxie, everybody. Riley King. Oh, that's an old highlight. I believe that's the last month one, Ben.
So we're now currently in the 5th frame. Steve working on a 4-bagger. 110 in the 5th. RJ with 72. And in the varsity division, we have Tyler working on a strike. Ooh, that's not a good shot. A 9-10. Interesting spare. And then we have JP on a double. If he strikes here, that puts him at 99. And
Yeah,
Tyler,
JP found a little something. I've noticed he's had some the last 2 shots, high flush, they look great.
looks like we got a ball return, I think. Oh, the pin fell. Never mind.
Hey, so Sebastian, give me a little input. How do you feel in these matches? Do nerves catch up to you? Or are you a little bit past that? Or
Yeah,
how do you deal
not
with it if you do
typically.
feel it? Oh!
Did you see what Zeke just did? Dude, he slid the 7th and over to the 9th spot. Anyways. Yeah. Anyways, no, I don't typically get nervous in specifically. Oh! Zeke made it too.
That's my boy. When he doesn't make TV, he still likes to get mentioned. That's my son over there, Ezekiel Trejo, bowling with Little E Huffman on lanes 59 and 60. They're having a lot of fun over there.
Yeah, so typically, specifically in good spare, Tyler. I don't typically get nervous in per se LVYBT and JBT, but when I'm on a bit of the bigger and more, I don't know exactly how to word it, but like Junior Gold, for example, I get a little bit nervous,
Yeah.
especially in the match play part. That's going to overhook. He dropped the ball a lot further right.
Yeah, JP didn't like that one. He got 10, but he didn't like it.
Yeah. Well, Brooklyn's are always nice,
Yeah.
especially on this pattern.
RJ McNutt with a 72 right now.
RJ still got to get a little further left. It's very uncomfortable to do when you're not used to it. See, Steve, he is pretty much always playing further left than everybody else. So he's kind of comfortable in the zone that he's in right now.
A zone that would work for this pattern.
Yeah, specifically.
Sounds like EJ Tackett.
Yeah.
Always farther left than everybody else, especially on the fresh.
Steve, you got this right here. Let's see what you got.
Don't chop it
Uh-oh.
or miss it. We got Steve with a 136 in the 6th and RJ with an 81. And then JP's working on a 3-bagger. And then Tyler's working on a spare. JP can strike out for 279 and Tyler can strike out for 244. That's a really good shot. Ooh. I don't know if you could notice, but he moved like 5 boards left on that shot, I think.
Uh-huh.
But the ball's just a little too strong. Now, see,
Tyler
now
played that straight as
Yeah.
an arrow.
Now in the point where, if you look at the score, let's wait until JP makes or shoots the spare. That's choppable. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say he just needs to play a safe, but kind of changed it up a little bit. So now if Tyler strikes, he has 113 in the 6th, and that makes it a 12-pin match. I was going to say if JP made that spare, he shouldn't necessarily be looking for the strike line. Instead, just kind of control the pocket a little, kind of playing it safe.
JV, we've got RJ McNutt with an 81, stepping up on lane 56. Your B bowler. We've got Steve Abarca with a 144. Let's see if he can pick up the spare here.
Yep.
Oh. Steve's got a little swagger to him right now. I like that.
Yeah.
Hey, while we have a couple seconds, thank you, Destiny. Thank you, Emily, for helping out today. You guys did a great job. Appreciate you guys. Mike taking a day off. He had some bowling tournaments to go bowl, so Emily and Destiny hooked us up.
Yeah, no, good call, Phil. We've got a lot of people here that always chip in and help out, and we really appreciate all of you guys.
Well, that's a big shot by Tyler.
He's going to put some pressure on JP here.
Yeah, now if JP spares here, he still has the lead on Tyler by 2. But pretty good. Hey, tell him you might need to change the balls. I think JP's balls, since everybody's kind of playing the same zone, the oil's just disappearing.
Well, light ratio 2-to-1. I imagine that's the case.
Middle's drying out.
Yeah, and JP's throwing a reality check, so it's really strong. So JP is now gonna throw a ghost lock, which is I think it's an overseas, but it's from the lock series, and it's shinier, so it should be able to get through the entire lane a little bit more cleaner.
Hey, Ben, who donated money today? Was it Zippy? John Zipka?
John
Donated free
Zipka.
entry?
Yeah. $60 free entry.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, Zippy.
Steve up for the spare. Got it. So, RJ can strike out for a 179, and Steve's at a 163. So, Steve's kind of running away with this one a little bit. But
In
on
the
the other
varsity,
hand-
though, we've got a close
Yeah.
match here in varsity. Let's see what Tyler can do here on lane 56.
this is a big shot for Tyler.
Big shot for the big dog, Tyler Castronova. Hey, Badona.
They're all trying to get their hair a little longer so they can do the Dom man bun.
The Dom man bun. Oh, JP getting here.
That was pretty good. You can see the difference in ball motion between that ball and the other one. That ball got through the lane a lot cleaner than his reality check.
Yeah, no, JP and Tyler, in my opinion, playing way different.
Yeah, Tyler's just kind of throwing it up the middle of the lane, to be honest. And Tyler is also lofting it, so he doesn't really have to worry about that big dry spot. He's kind of lofting it over. So with Tyler can strike out for 233. JP can strike out for 221, 225. It's really awkward hearing myself talk.
RJ coming off of a spare, leaving a 369. Let's see if he can pick this up.
Wow, that hooked a lot. All right. Well, we got Steve with the win today. A B squad W. And with another good shot. All Steve had to do was move his angle a little more left or right. And you pretty much just play off that. And since he's throwing a decently strong ball, he has a little bit of room to the right. Big shot for Tyler here. Hooked early.
Big shot for
It's a 3-9, I think.
All right, where we
Yeah.
at with Tyler? He's leaving some double wood on the right.
Yeah, Tyler can spare this and then strike out for 211. So a strike here for JP would put him at 175. So he would need. Oh. Well, that changes things.
Things definitely have changed.
Now-
This match has gone left and right.
Yeah.
JP had a good little lead in the beginning. Tyler fought back. It was in Tyler's hands, and he left a little open right there.
Yeah.
Let's see if JP can put the pressure on.
JP really just needs to mark. Oh my God. Well, they're kind of tied. If JP gets 2 here, that puts him at 171.
This
So
is
it's
a
on
good
the 2
example
pins.
of what you were talking about earlier, picking up some count in these big splits.
Well, if you think about it, if Tyler would have got 1 on that 710, then they would be exactly tied right now. Sorry, on the 4-9. If Tyler would have got that 4 pin, they would both be at 171.
So RJ McNutt stepping up in the 10th frame with a 123.
Pretty good day for Steve. Again. I had another good day for RJ. 2 second places in a row.
Yeah, that was a tough match for RJ, but he's he needs to be proud. Making match play on these two patterns over the last 2 days, he bowled really well.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll be seeing him here again soon. Steve picked up some confidence here in the championship round and really rolled well. Yeah, let's not forget RJ McNutt with these 2 second places picked up $400 in his smart account. B squad bowler right there, bowling really well.
So you might not notice it, but JP's not bowling on purpose. He wants Tyler to bowl first because he kind of has to play it based on what Tyler does here. So if Tyler marks, JP has to mark. If Tyler doesn't mark, then JP just needs to fill like 8, pretty much.
See, and I would like to be in this position. I don't mind going first. I like to put the pressure on my opponent when I'm in this opportunity.
Yeah. I don't think Tyler's noticed it, but this entire game he's like been gradually drifting to the right. Every shot he's dropping it further right. So his ball's basically just reading as soon as it hits the ground. Got the spare though. So JP has to mark. Unless if Tyler gutters. And as we saw earlier, Steve tried to, so. Well, I don't think that's a gutter. All right, 189. So to win, JP has to mark and get 9 to win by 1. And if you think about it, if Tyler got a 1 on that 710, then he'd be, or I said 710 again. On the 4-9, then JP would have to double here.
Yep, that's a good call. It's funny that you brought that up earlier, and now it's coming into play.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Interesting. I wonder how he's going to shoot this.
JP sitting at 179. He's going to need to pick these 2 up.
Pick it up and get 9. Get on the spare. He just needs a 9. Now, what do you think JP's gonna do here? Like, if you were JP, what would you do in this situation?
Oh,
where
that's
you're throwing
easy.
the ball wise?
You know what I would do?
What?
I'd pick that ball up, not throw a strike. No, you know,
Remember
I think you're onto something. I think he needs to get through the fronts.
Oh, if I was him, I'd move at least 2 more left. And just
Our
throw
ties
basically
are
up
sudden
the middle.
death, frame by frame,
Yeah.
not 9th and 10th promo.
8 to tie, 9 to win.
Got it.
He's got the 9 by 1 pin.
Hey, if Tyler got count on the split, he would have won.
Hey, that's a B squad sweep.
B squad sweep on the
B
weekend.
squad sweep on Sunday.
And
hey,
Saturday.
Congratulations to all these bowlers picking up smart money in their smart accounts. Let's get a little recap. We've got RJ McNutt finishing with a 130. Steve Abarca finishing with a 212, highest score in the championship round. Steve Abarca, congratulations. In the varsity division, by 1 pin, you've got JP Griffin with a 190, Tyler Castronova with a 189. Let's jump in and give a last shout out for our sponsors. Thank you, sponsors. Storm Bowling, the Bowlers Company. Visit them at stormbowling.com. And Coolwick. Visit them at coolwick.com for all your apparel needs. Don't forget to enter LVYBT10. Thank you, everybody. Sebastian, I appreciate you sitting in. Your input was excellent. And although I like to see you out on the lanes, I don't mind having you here in the chair next to
Yep.
me.
All right.